Hi everyone, today we are going to discuss topic capacitor. If you are new to our channel, please subscribe and press the bell icon to get notified whenever a new video will be uploaded. When we say capacitor, the image comes into our mind is this one. These all are known as capacitors. Capacitor is a device that stores electrical energy in electric field. It is passive and electronic component with two terminals. It means that if this is a capacitor, it has two terminals. One is known as positive terminal and other one is known as negative terminal. The effect of capacitor is known as capacitance. Capacitance is the ratio of change in electric charge of the system upon corresponding change in the electric potential. That is, capacitance C is given by Q upon V, where Q is charge and C is the capacitance and V is voltage, that is the potential difference. We will be solving some basic problems on all these topics further. Before going into the problems, we should know some different types of capacitors. This is a diagram of parallel plate capacitor. The surface of plates will be considered as area and this medium in between is known as dielectric. Permittivity of this dielectric is equals to epsilon naught. The distance between these two capacitors is equals to D. Now capacitance of parallel plate capacitor is given by C capacitance is equals to epsilon naught into A D, that is this epsilon naught is permittivity and A is area of this plate and D is the distance between two parallel plate capacitors, and force between these two parallel capacitors is given by F is equals to Q square upon 2A epsilon naught. Remember that here it is for parallel plate capacitor, not for capacitors connected in parallel. Okay, now let us move on to next one, that is spherical capacitor. It means that these capacitors are in spherical shape like ball. The capacitance for this capacitor is given by this expression, that is 4 pi epsilon naught R1 R2 upon R2 minus R1, where R1 is the smaller radius, that is inner radius, and R2 is outer radius, that is major radius, and the difference between these two is considered in denominator. Now let us move on to next capacitor, cylindrical capacitor. For this, capacitance is given by 2 pi epsilon naught into L upon ln R2 by R1. That is, this is permittivity and L is the length of this cylindrical capacitor and R2 is the outer radius and R1 is the inner radius. If any problem is given upon cylindrical capacitor, you should substitute in this one and anything can be asked. That is, they can ask permittivity, they can ask length of the capacitor, they can ask outer radius or inner radius or either capacitance. You should be able to solve any type of problem. Now let us solve some simple problems on different types of connections of capacitors. Let us start with capacitors in parallel. If capacitors are connected in parallel as shown in this figure and we want to find the equivalent capacitance of this one, that is if three capacitors with C1, C2 and C3 capacitance are connected in parallel, if we want to find the equivalent capacitance of this total system, then the equivalent capacitance is given by Ct is equals to C1 plus C2 plus C3. If the capacitors are connected in parallel, then equivalent capacitance is given by the addition of all capacitance. Now let us solve a simple problem with some numerical values. That is, C1 is equals to 0.1 microfarads, C2 is equals to 0.2 microfarads and C3 is equals to 0.3 microfarads. We have to find the equivalent capacitance, that is, we got the answer as 0.6 microfarads. How we have solved? Let us see that one. Ct is equal to sum of C1, C2 and C3. We have substituted all the values of C1, C2 and C3. This addition will give the equivalent capacitance. Now let us discuss capacitors in series connections. Let us consider this circuit diagram and capacitors C1, C2 and C3 are connected in series connection and potential difference is VAB. Now if we want to find the equivalent capacitance of these three capacitors, it is given by 1 upon CT, that is equivalent capacitance is equals to 1 upon C1 plus 1 upon C2 plus 1 upon C3. If we have n number of capacitors, then it will be 1 upon Cn. Now let us consider some numericals for this one. Now let us consider the same values as we considered in capacitors in parallel, that is C1 is equals to 0.1 microfarads, C2 is equals to 0.2 microfarads and C3 is equals to 0.3 microfarads. Then equivalent capacitance is given by 1 by CT is equals to 1 by 0.1 microfarads, and if you solve this one, finally you will be getting this one, but this is equals to 1 upon CT. So if you solve this one, finally you will be getting CT is equals to 0.055 microfarads. Remember one thing, whenever capacitors are connected in series and 4 options are given in your examination, first of all you have to look the least value and it is less than the capacitance given in your question, then that should be right answer. It means that equivalent capacitance connected in series connection will be less than the smallest capacitance value given. This trick will be helpful if you are attempting any MCQ based examination. If only two capacitors are given and we have to find the CT value, that is C equivalent, it will be given by C1 into C2 upon C1 plus C2. And if it is given that C1 is equals to C2, then the equivalent capacitance is given by CT is equals to C square upon 2C. If you cancel out this C and this C square, the remaining will be C upon 2. That is the equivalent capacitance of series capacitors connected in series. You have to remember all these three formulas. These might be asked in your examination. That is, energy stored in a capacitor is given by U is equals to half into CV square, where C is capacitance, V is potential difference. These kind of questions will be asked directly. Just you have to submit the values, you will be getting answer. Energy density in electric field is given by E is equals to U upon V, which is equals to half into permittivity into E square. Capacitor with dielectric C is equals to epsilon naught K into A upon D, where K is known as dielectric constant. This is up to now. We'll be discussing problems in next class on the same topic. Thank you for watching the video. Please share with your friends.